everybody.
All right, thank you. Time to set the old turducken aside and get ready for football as here we go on a Thanksgiving night. This is fielded a couple yards deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by their quarterback. Out of Oregon, it's Marcus Mariota.
Coming off of a loss their last time out, I think he's just seeking to make a bigger impact on the game. He threw a touchdown pass, didn't throw an interception. I think he just wants to jump those numbers up in terms of flinging it around and letting his receivers get into the end zone.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Looking a little bit like a continuation of last week. He had 3 tackles for a loss, and now one more here in the first quarter of this game.
And there's been no lack of force by him, taking on the offensive linemen, playing them, but also there's a suddenness to his game. They have that initial contact, and then he's gone, moving upfield and making those plays in the backfield.
It's a big body moving upfield, too. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down.
How about that, partner? That happened in a hurry. Sudden, explosive, gets into the backfield and spills the play.
And he was AFC Defensive Player of the Week last week because of plays just like that. Though certainly not the start they were looking for here as they come up on a 3rd and 14. Off the play fake, Mariota. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Well, these sacks are really piling up. Last week, it was a half-dozen sacks. And here's one on the opening drive.
And it has the potential to be what we call a gap, a game-altering play. Because, let's face it, you just mentioned 6 sacks last week. Now, if you're an offense and you saw that on tape, you've got to think to yourself, maybe I bring people in, keep them in, and try and protect my quarterback. It didn't work on that play.
On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away. Now a fair catch taken just across midfield, maybe by a yard or 2. It's just a 32-yard punt with no return. And the Texans with great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And his first pass is incomplete. And this O-line, it is the lifeblood of the offense.
They establish the tone. Mean, nasty, physical. They can't wait to get after people. That allows the rest of the offense to feel confident.
So the incomplete pass brings up second down. He'll drop to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's third down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook. Pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll go down at the 28. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Again, he'll drop to throw. Looking for the end zone. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third. And the big meat on the D-line, we'll see how they do today.
And I'd hate to be an offensive lineman having to deal with these guys. They come in hungry, mean, and confident. They think that no one can block them.
So a second down incompletion now brings up third down.
Let's go. Green 39.
They'll run it here. This is Deontay Foreman. And not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage. And this one is right through. And it's now 3-0 Texans. So not exactly jubilation over on that visiting sideline, but at least a high five or two for their kicker as he gets them the first points of the night here on the opening drive.
And 3 points are not to be underestimated. You're on the road, under the lights, national TV audience. You want to come out and look good, and that's a good start right there.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Give them a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. And the big boys up front in the trenches. What do you think of the O-line, Charles?
I love them because this is a group that's so cohesive. They know what the man next to them is going to do at all times, and they operate as a terrific unit.
What's tight? Tight is right. What's tight? Tight is right.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Just a couple on the ground there. That's going to bring up 3rd and about 6. On 3rd down, Mariota. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. They'll run it now out of the gun. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that was a nice play by the defense. And it is tough to be an offensive lineman nowadays, especially if you're dealing with how the defensive tackles have evolved. Their quickness, their agility, their speed has changed the big guys in the middle, the center and the offensive guards. Formerly, they were just power players. Now they have to be light on their feet as well to keep up with the speed of the defensive players.
And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave them with still about 8 or 9 to go on 3rd down. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on 2nd down. Mariota from the gun on 3rd down. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. He loses 5 full yards to bring up 4th.
Well, the good thing about covering any game I do with you is I know that there's no problem with rhythm. Now, what we're watching offensively, a little bit of a problem there.
Yeah, punt on the first drive, looking at another one here. Just a little slow. You know, they were talking about a fast start, but that hasn't been the case.
Yeah, and let's face it, any team we cover always talks about a fast start.
That's true.
But it's not necessarily going to happen just because they say so. And whether it's the script, whether it's, you know, just what they're going through, whether they're seeing different defenses, they're going to have to figure it out as this game moves on.
They'll start the drive with a give to Foreman. The numbers on the ground for Foreman in last week's contest. 14 carries, 52 yards.
And now that he's playing a Thursday night game, short week, you know he spent a lot of time in the trainer's room in the cold tub trying to get his legs back for this game. Well, that run right there was an offensive line coach's dream, wasn't it? Guys picked up all of their assignments, created a nice gap for the running back to get through, pick up 7 yards. Yeah, he's probably chortling on the headset right now saying, we got it going, boys. Let's keep it going.
Offense.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. And they still need 8 yards for the first here on second down. They run again with Foreman. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Let's go. 3-19.
They'll look to throw here. Shedding the tackle. Call it a gain of 3. And it'll be 4th down. On 4th down, here's the veteran Shane Leckler to punt it away. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field.
And this is their 3rd drive. Maybe the focus right now not so much on points, but getting their first down.
And when you start off a game, you don't even think that's an issue, do you? But you go a drive, a second drive, no first down, that becomes an issue. Now you got to think about, okay, what type of play calling do I have to do to get us in a spot to pick that first one up?
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. First down, Titans, gain of 12. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll make it a 2nd down. Second down, Mariota. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and it's going to be a first down. Well done. A good pickup there at 22. And now here's a carry heading left. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. So 1 quarter in the books here on a Thanksgiving night. 3-0 is our score. We're back to Nashville right after this. With the former Volunteer Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Titans with a football here to begin quarter number 2, but they face a 2nd and long to start things out. Working out of the gun, Mariota over the middle, and it's incomplete. The Titans on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. From the gun, Mariota. And some space here. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. 17 yards on that play for the Titans. 1st and 10. Here's Mariota. And it's incomplete. Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's 2nd down. Mariota now. That is incomplete. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Throwing is Mariota. And some room to maneuver. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a 1st down. Going to give this time to the tailback. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Kind of running there at your own risk against that 4-3 and that big line, aren't you?
Yeah, and I don't really run it against a good 4-3 team that well because I've got to get those guys on the move a little bit. If you're a static running team, meaning you just want to run it in the middle, you may have some trouble against good defensive tackles. That's what we just saw on that play. No gain.
Mariota now on 2nd down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. He was superb a week ago. 3 sacks in that affair. Now 1 here in the 2nd quarter.
Well, how about our conversations this week? With him, it was pretty simple. He said, I've got a few combinations I can try it out they haven't seen yet. And on the flip side, they thought they had a plan to block him. Might need to come up with something else because he looks like he's getting loose now.
Punch, counter punch. Mariota will need a big play after the sack as the Titans come up 3rd and long. Now Mariota. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Titans are able to strike for 6. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover it? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. And this one through the uprights and good. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And it ends with a Tennessee score. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can grab as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round.
Here we go. Green, 30.
On play action, they'll throw. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. The Texans on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12.
All right, here we go.
Now back to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but if the other team doesn't get it, that's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
Here's Shane Leckler now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Now a fair catch is called for and taken a few yards across midfield. It's just a 30-yard punt that time, no return. And it'll be Titan football. They'll run it now out of the gun. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set them up.
They run a draw here on 2nd down. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. He came out ready to play. That's 3 tackles for a loss, Charles. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And that's problematic for the guys trying to run offense because that means he's got a pretty good idea of what they're doing and is actually beating them to the point of attack and making those plays. Might have to think about some misdirection or something to try and get him away from the ball.
Mariota. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. 1st down, Titans, gain of 12. They'll run it now out of the gun. And down inside the 35, he goes to the 32-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
They'll run it now out of the gun, and he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Well, we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
Here's the former Heisman winner. It's Derrick Henry. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. Second down following the run. Now a handoff as they run left side. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
From the red zone now, Mariota. He's got Floyd on left. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way, lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. Well, that second down run a big help. The 7 yards leaves him with just a 3rd and 3 now. Third and short yardage. Mariota. This will be caught at about the 5. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. A reminder that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll check in with Larry Ridley in Orlando with highlights and analysis of this first half of play.
And I'm going to check in with a heater.
I'm going to be right there with you, partner. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. To throw is Mariota. And he's going to score. It's a Titans touchdown. Marcus Mariota with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Titans find a way to stretch their lead.
The defense is doing their best, but they're struggling right now. They'll look for some help from their own offense to keep them in the game.
Extra point try now for Saka. This one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. He's got Thompson here, complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down. They'll look to throw now on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Wide open receiver complete. Touchdown, Houston. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Texans draw a bit closer. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
Point after here coming up. And he's got it. That cuts the lead. It's now 14-10. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. And it results in the Texans finding the end zone. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And it's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. Marcus Mariota and the offense heading back out for their next possession. He's thrown for a touchdown. He also ran for a touchdown, so they have to count for a guy that can do a little bit of both.
And because of that, that puts a defense back on its heels. Because normally you just think, okay, he's going to throw the ball. Let's tee off, put a little extra pressure on him. But when he's able to either escape or run with the ball and design plays.
Here it comes, and he lost the football. Mariota had it jarred loose. And the Texans scoop it. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. And now out comes Houston. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Thompson. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. And call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. They'll set up a throw, and he can't quite bring it in. Might have heard footsteps there across the middle. Second down.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested, and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
There are a good number of coaches that any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
The Texans on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. He'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Thompson. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. And the Titans going to signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. All right, so the timeout over and all 11 men back out onto the field for the defense. And not the prettiest kick he'll ever have, as this one just does manage to stay inside the right upright and creep over the crossbar. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. So not the most convincing of kicks there, but he got it to go.
Yeah, he did just manage to sneak that one in, right where the crossbar meets the upright. It's one thing when that's a 55-yarder, but from relative chip shot range, that's got to be a little bit concerning for the head coach.
And it's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the second quarter.
And he doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back. And that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. Mariota now to throw on first down. And he's got room. And avoids the contact by sliding. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. So the offensive unit called the TO, and now we are ready to resume play. Mariota on first down. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Floyd. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. A gain of 6 there on first.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
Mariota now from the 50. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. And prior to this 3rd and 2 play, we're going to get a timeout call, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. The Titans on 3rd down. They've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Now Mariota. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. And he's brought down, but following a pretty juke move that gives him the first down. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. And they're on 3rd and short. They just tried to spread the field. It worked.
And I think that the spreading of the field, the extra receivers, has really become the next in the evolutionary chain in the NFL. Go all the way back in that situation, you're handing it to the fullback, right? As we evolve, maybe you pitched it to your tailback. Now you spread the field, and you have your choices of where to throw it and complete it for a first down.
Final play of the half here. Mariota throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. So we've reached halftime here on a Thanksgiving night, as we'll send you down to Orlando as we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry?
Thanks, Brandon, and welcome to the EA Halftime Report. I'm Larry Ridley. Let's take a look back at the first half. The Titans are up right now and are looking to keep up the pressure moving forward. The Texans won't panic either. They know they just need to take it one play at a time. All right, let's do this. Here's the first half highlights. Titans opening up on offense. Peterson's going to get to the quarterback here. This one ends up as a loss of 6. Titans line up at the 18. The catch is made after a quick pass, and he capped off the long drive with the TD. The lead grows to 4. Titans lined up at the 5. Mariota's going to head outside to the right, and he'll go for the score. Titans go up by 11. Now to late in the first half. Here the pass is completed into coverage, and he'll take this all the way for a touchdown. Texans trail now by 4. We're set up for a great second half, so let's get you out to it. Here's Brandon Guyton.
All right, thank you, Larry. Plenty of intrigue to come. A 1-point game as we get set for half 2. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And now running right through it. And a nifty return there as he's all the way up past the 40-yard line.
That strong return has set them up nicely for this drive. And we all know the next score is going to have a major impact on this game.
Heading out as the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Again, it's Foreman. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45. The Texans on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. They'll drop the throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we've got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. A gain of a yard gets them back where they started. Now it's 3rd and 10. The Titans on 3rd down. Can't fault these numbers. 7 for 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Mariota. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground.
And that's the second sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
Here's Brett Kern now as he's on to punt for Tennessee. Now a fair catch taken, maybe a yard or two shy of midfield. They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle 3rd of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
Offense still needing 10 yards. 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and 13.
Wasn't that long ago that the NFL guys really didn't adopt much from the college game. But one thing that has crept in there is spreading things out, opening things up, not even just in tempo, but maybe getting better line splits and spreading the field. I think that would be a great strategy right now to try and open things up in the run game.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Well, he's taken down, but not before picking up the first thanks to a flashy little spin move. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan 1st down. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against?
Encroachment, defense.
A little antsy on the left side of the line.
Yeah, I think they got the guy in the end. I think they got the DN there on that one. And let's face it, he is so amped up, wanting to get a good get-off on the snap, jump too quickly.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand, put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
Here's the Titan offense now as they make their way back onto the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Corey Davis, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down. On second down, Mariota again. And some room to roam now. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 17 yards on that play for the Titans. First down, Mariota. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Second down, 9 yards to go.
Single receiver. Hey, you're on an island over there. Single receiver.
From the gun, Mariota. Got a man right side. It's Sharp. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's third down. The Titans on third down. They've been really good, converting 7 of their 10 tries. Here it's 3rd and 2. And they'll run it here. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
They tried to run right into the teeth of the defense on third down, but looked like those teeth were pretty sharp.
They were having absolutely none of it, stuffed them for a loss.
Yeah, couldn't get any leverage up front and move people aside in order to run the ball.
They'll pass up a field goal attempt. It would have been a 45-yarder. Now they'll go for it on 4th. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. It's brought in by Floyd. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. The decision to go for it pays off, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
Well, the field goal attempt was well in hand. They had that, but they decided to go for it anyway. Extreme confidence, it looks like.
Yeah, but I bet the defense is going to remember this one, right? They kind of rubbed their nose in it. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Old school defensive tackle play dictated just stood up and danced with the guy in front of you. And if a guy came near, tackle him. New school, you don't want to just dance. You want to get past him, get upfield, and make the play in the backfield.
And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
And with that, the lead is up to 8. So that drive in total 8 plays. And the result in the end, a Titans touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Short kick. It's taken at the 23. And they'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up over the 40-yard line.
It's the third quarter, and they're down on the scoreboard. And while no one wants to hit the panic button just yet, points are a necessity on this drive. What a great way to get set up.
We focus our attention on the Titans defense now. And big play last time they were out there. Looked like they might give up points. Instead, they got the fumble recovery, and it led to a touchdown.
And on their side of the field, perfect time to get that done. But you're skeptical about it happening because it appeared that a pretty good drive was occurring. They were able to stop it and take the ball and put it in the other direction.
Turnover, the defense's best friend. A takeaway, the defense's best friend.
Oftentimes when you're not winning at the point of attack for an offensive line, maybe they're getting out physical. Spread things out a little bit, make it more of a one-on-one blocking scheme. Then you don't have to win it physically. You just have to win it by position. That may open things up for your running backs.
Now a toss play. This is Foreman. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. 1 yard officially on the pickup, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 11.
Not the start to the drive they were looking for. That run doesn't do much at all.
No, not at all, and it leaves them with 3rd and long. And you know, this is the time of game where these drives really, really start to matter. They got to make
pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Couple of weeks for the man under center. 5 sacks last week, 4 now this week. Do you try to design some quicker developing plays if you're an offensive coordinator?
I think you do that. I think you also change his launch point at times. In other words, move your pocket to the right, to the left, roll him out, bootleg it. Do some different things so they can't just rely on the fact that he's going to take 3 to 5 steps back in the pocket and line up and throw the football.
Yeah, current formula is not working right now. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Titan offense now working their way back onto the field.
And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Throwing is Mariota. Finding room at the 30. And they're able to get this one across the 35. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. Well, the offense lining up 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
We are headed to the 4th here on Thanksgiving night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Nashville, it's the Titans. They've got the football. They'll be looking to extend their lead here as we begin the 4th quarter. Mariota now on 2nd down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
The Titans on 3rd down. Now, they've converted 7 times and could use another right now. This is 3rd and 7. Working out of the gun, Mariota. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. Here's Brett Kern now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. And now a high kick here as he'll try to hang it up there. Fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 15-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. And here comes the Texans now. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
23 yards on the play.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. First down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to float, and that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Houston. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And now the Texans are within a 2-point conversion of tying up this game.
But they certainly aren't afraid to dial up the long ball, and fans dig the long ball. And they absolutely needed it, and guess what? They got it. How about that?
And now a 2-point conversion away from tying this game up. A big spot now for the Texans as they'll try for 2. They'll set up to throw. And he will get into the end zone for 2. And this game now tied here in the 4th. Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted a tie now, and they got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done. Get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us.
So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. It's a short kick taken near the 18. Now a hit and a loose football. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
As that ball got away from him and he saw the opposing team recover it.
He felt his pain?
Oh, I felt his pain, and you know what was going through his head. Tuck it away. Take care of the ball. All the things he hears all week in practice, he didn't carry it over into the game.
So we've got a challenge. Our referee's going to take another look on the tablet. He's going to be watching to see if the knee was down prior to the ball coming out.
I love what you just said there. You nailed it, because if the ball's shifting or moving before the knee or any other part of the body hits the ground, then that'll be considered a fumble.
Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Now a 2nd down throw for Mariota. He's got Floyd out left. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. Mariota from the gun on 3rd down. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd. On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and it'll make it a 2nd down. Second down, Mariota. He's going to float this one deep right side. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's third down now.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. And that is incomplete. Here's Brett Kern now, as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And this kick will be touchdown as they spot it inside the 45-yard line. And now out comes Houston. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Avery Williamson in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Now Foreman. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. They'll get a couple yards back, but not more than that. They'll be left with 12 yards to go on third down. He'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Here's Shane Leckler now as he's on to punt for Houston. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Here's Jackson. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first down. And that's what they need in order to not pump the ball again.
So 2nd and 10 here. And they give this time to the tailback. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35. And on 3rd and 8, defensively, they're going to beef up the secondary. 6 defensive backs. To throw Mariota. And this is going to be incomplete. Here's Brett Kern now, as he'll come on to kick for a 6th time tonight. Now a high kick, almost a pooch punt. And not his best effort there, as this one's going to be spotted down just outside of the 40-yard line. And the Texans set to come onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
On play action, they'll throw. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Looking to throw. And an alley to run. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. 15 yards. The Texans pick up the first down. Tie game late, and the offense really has to be conscious of the clock here as it's becoming a factor late in this ball game. And movement here by one of the Texans up front. In comes the flag.
False start, offense.
The crowd's not doing that O-line any favors.
Home field advantage is really kicking in, making it very difficult for them to hear the snap count.
They go play action here on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And now following that sack, looks like we've got an injured man down there on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. Hitting the home stretch here in a great game, a tie game. Let's see if the defense can get the stop they need to get the ball back. A first throw now for the backup Watson. Miller on the catch over the middle. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. And that one results in 35 yards. Well, we haven't been shortchanged on offense. Another fun play to watch there on the deep pass.
This game has the feel of, what, a turkey bowl, a Thanksgiving day. You know, when we get together this year, when the Davises and the Gaudens get together, that's what our playbook's going to look like they're drawing them up in the dirt. And so far, it's working for both of them.
Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. 1st down and 10 now for the offensive group. Watson. Hauled in by Anderson, left side. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. let the clock wind down.
Watson hands this to Foreman, and they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
Count me as a little bit surprised by what we just saw there, because this has been a pretty long drive, and normally you think that wears down a defense. In this case, looked like the offensive line let them down a little bit.
Yeah, allowed the penetration and the ability to stuff them for a loss. Here's a carry for a former starter. This is Lamar Miller. And the Titans going to signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And now following that timeout, the defense back out onto the field. And his kick is good. And with a little over a minute to play, they have taken the lead. Now then, it's a big kick right there to give them the lead in the fourth. But, Charles, there is still time left for a final drive.
Brandon, you know they would have liked to take the clock down just a little bit further, at least under a minute or so, but this one's not over yet, especially since they just need a field goal.
Gets fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Marcus Mariota getting ready to go again here on offense. This is something we've seen many times over the course of his career. Can he pull off another fourth-quarter comeback?
And it's very strange, isn't it? Because when it's a player of this magnitude, even though the guys on defense have the lead and are sitting in the best spot, they're maybe the most nervous people in the stadium because they've seen this happen to too many people before, too many teams. They've got to find a way to shut him down.
Here we go again for the grizzled vet. 6 yards on the pickup. He'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Mariota will need a big play after the sack as the Titans come up 3rd and long. Back to throw. It comes, and he lost the football. Mariota had it jarred loose. Got to be careful here. They need to move quickly, but it's also 4th. Back to throw. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Texans are going to win the football game. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here. They have the 3-point lead. Defense did their job. Now, late game, although it looks good, you know the coaches, they haven't counted this as a victory yet.
I agree with you totally. Big applause for the defense, but no one is taking their headset off on the sidelines. They don't believe this game is over. The offense has to close this one out by taking care of the football.
And they'll try to close it out now. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Down to a knee here as the Texans look to let the clock roll. The Texans on 3rd down. They've had a lot of chances, but not much success, converting only 3 times. This is going to be 3rd and 13. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted, no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you prime the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for the Texans, they keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 8-3 on the year. And now they'll have a few extra days here before they face Indianapolis next week. Meanwhile, for the Titans, their luck may have run out as they fall to 4-7 now on the year. And they'll be at home for one next week against the Oakland Raiders. So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. From Nashville, good night, everybody.